Nerds Talking, the podcast.
Yo, we talk about lightsabers, stunning your TV screens, what you want to stream, everything beyond your dreams. Want to talk about movies, sports, or even politics? Go ahead and tune into us. We'll give you all of it. Whatever you're debating, Xbox or PlayStation, Marvel or DC, Mac or PC. Teraflops when the movie drops, gigabytes, chips, RAM, no matter what it is, we got all of it. Welcome to the show.
Nerds Talking, the podcast.
Welcome to Nerds Talking, the podcast. I'm here with Carlos, Johnny, Laura, and I'm Lafayette, the first show of 2024. Man, you guys excited for 2024? What do you guys got going on? What are your big expectations? What is it you want to accomplish? Did you already start? Is this something like maybe you have a hobby? You want to start learning something? Or do you want to remain stupid and lazy? We'll start with Johnny. Go.
My goal, because every year it's like, I'm gonna lose weight or whatever. That's not gonna be my goal this year. This year I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna be a better person. I'm gonna be a better person, just be a better husband, be a better dad. Then I go to the store to get some groceries, and this dude like stops his car in front of me, and I'm like, move your fucking car, man. Why'd you stop in front of me? And then he like rolls down his window. I stopped because there was a lady over there. I'm like, whatever, man. Just go. And then he's like, kept John.
I was gonna say, off to a bad start. Yeah,
off to a bad start. And I just told him to get the fuck out of here. And then, then I was like,
away.
like the whole time I was buying groceries, I was all right. So like if he's in the store, I'm gonna find him and apologize. And then never saw him. And I was thinking about it. I was like, I really wasn't in the wrong. I mean, like, yeah, I guess he stopped for the person over there, but like he fucking stopped right in front of me, and like, yeah, I don't think I'm in the wrong. And then I'm like, good Johnny, bad Johnny. I'm like,
yeah. You know what though? The upside is just 354 more days. You can start over. So
no, every day is a chance to start over. Every moment is a chance.
No, that's a yearly thing. We're going by years. So yeah, he's already blew it.
Well, you know what? I'm thinking. I got Chinese New Year, so
good point.
Got a couple months, and
That's
then
true. You get a reset. That's right.
I get a reset.
Wait a second. What? Not Chinese. Son of a bitch. He tricked us.
Lunar New Year is the same fucking thing.
What is that line in American Beauty? Every day you wake up and this is the first day of the rest of your life. And that's true every day except for the day that you die. And that one always have stuck with me. Always.
You wake up is the first day of your life.
First day
of the rest of your life. Except for the day you die.
mean, true, yes, true, but time doesn't exist. Anyway, we're not going through that. Anywho, so Johnny wants to be a better person. Did somebody tell you were a dick or something, or what happened? Like, how'd that come out? Like,
I think I'm around assholes so much that I tell myself that I want to be a better person.
I think he's talking about us. I have a feeling.
I think I get that when I get texts from Carlos. And and I'm like, dude, tone it down, stop being a dick. And he's like,
I like how you get that from the text.
Yeah, my text, I put sound, my text messages.
Now just does voice recordings. You stupid dick.
Yeah,
There it is.
Carlos comes in pretty hot. And I'm like, you know what? I don't want to do that. I don't want to. I don't want to make people feel what I'm feeling. I feel angry.
Yeah, you got to come. Yeah, you have to pull it back. All right. Well, Johnny's. We're gonna resolution, however you want to put it, become a better person altogether. Just a better person. He already failed, but tomorrow's a new day, as Laura said.
Yeah,
tomorrow's a new day.
It's a new day for the rest of my life.
Rest of you. I like how every day you're gonna use that too. You stupid fuck. Tomorrow. I got tomorrow. I got tomorrow.
Tell that to the guy who's been sentenced for over 500 years. Hey man, you got tomorrow. Don't worry about it. Yeah. Tomorrow's a new day.
Be better.
I should tell him that.
You should. Maybe he'll feel better.
Yeah.
One day down.
I don't. Yeah. Yeah. I don't. Won't. Yeah. All
15,000 to go.
Laura, how about you? What's your outlook? Like I said, not resolution. Outlook.
No, I don't do resolutions because resolutions are for losers. I have a very bold claim about that. Yeah. Because it is every day is a chance to change. But there are a few things that I set into motion prior to the turning of the new year. And one of those is I'm trying to get back into sewing. My grandmother taught me how to sew when I was young, like properly sew, and I have coat that the collar is all fucked up, and I'm like, I can do this. This is going to be a project, but I can do this. So I've gathered some things, I started along, and so that's kind of a goal.
All right.
is
I have
to
a couple of
get better at
questions.
that.
Sewing like old school, just or with a machine?
Both,
Okay.
both,
And when you
both
say gathered
techniques will be
materials,
needed.
did you gather thread and a needle?
No,
That's it. That's all you need
I
to sew,
already
right?
no, I already have a machine and I had the threads and I had the needles, but I needed a specialty needle to work with vinyl and I needed to go to the fabric store and get um the new vinyl material for the collar and to get it all done. I also bought a new zipper for a backpack that broke and I was like going to throw it away and then I'm like, "No, I'm gonna do this depression era shit that my grandma would have done, and I'm gonna fucking fix it." And so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna fix that
Wow.
backpack. I'm gonna fix that coat. I'm gonna fix that skirt that was too small, but now I don't or too was too big. I don't think it's too big anymore. So maybe I don't need to do that project. Some other
So,
things. I got stuff I want to fix.
so after you conquer this, or what are you going to do next? Learn to churn butter? Like, how old school are you
Yeah,
going
did
to
you pick
get?
up a loom? You can make your own thread?
No. Churning butter
Yeah.
actually is really easy. If you have a stand mixer and some cream, that's all you need.
No, you just
Oh,
buy some butter, then turn it the
Or
other
you
way.
or just buy some butter, yeah, that's
That's
all.
right. That's it.
But my other thing that I put into motion before the end of the year was I made an appointment with a weight loss doctor to talk about getting Ozempic or Wegovy or any of those semaglutide, however you say it, A1C blah blah thingies. I have the appointment next Monday.
so what do you know about it
I'll
so far,
update
other
you.
than other than it makes you lose weight?
I've done a good amount of research. There are risks. There's risks like any other medications that you can take. There are potentially serious side effects. Those are small. The most common side effects is it's just going to make you so sick to your stomach that you don't want to eat at all. And the point is it going to make you so sick that you don't want to live life anymore or so sick that you don't want to eat anymore? Because there's a line in there where it becomes worth it or not worth it.
That is
So
true. Yep.
we'll see.
Depression and thoughts of suicide are always in the commercial.
Well, yeah,
That is true.
that's another thing.
I feel like
it
my
might,
only side effect would be just like having ladies throwing poontang my way all day long, just trying to fight that
I
and be
think
the
your
only
Doing that
side
one.
now
effects.
with your skinny ass face?
Yeah, with your jawser size.
Yeah, man.
If I combine the two, get the drugs, get the jazzercise, holy shit!
Maybe the drugs will also eliminate 90 slang words like poontang. So they can do that too, maybe. Yeah.
One step at a
but
time, man.
I'll keep you
You
guys
got it.
updated. I'm
Wait,
really
about
interested in
the
how
woman
this
throwing it
journey.
at you or the
No,
weight loss? Oh,
no,
okay.
about the doctor's appointment. It's next Monday. I'm excited. If this goes well, maybe, or
We
not
have a
even if it goes well. If it goes terribly, it'll make great content no matter what.
we have a cousin that's on that stuff.
How are they doing?
I don't know. Carlos knows more than me.
He says that it makes his stomach numb, so he doesn't feel like eating. The,
Perfect.
la-
That's
the
exactly
last
what
time
I
I
want.
and the last time I saw him, he kind of forced himself to eat because he hadn't eaten anything all day, so he knew he had to eat, but he didn't. His stomach was telling him no, but he ate anyway. But he just had like one drumstick because we were at some function, so he had like one drumstick, and that was it.
Perfect. Is
And
he
he
very
also,
large?
yeah, he started off like 385 pounds.
And now
No
he's
way.
400. Now he's
Now
420.
he's down to 335, I think. So
Is he? I don't know.
I
Yeah,
feel like
yeah.
when you're at that
Hell
size, though,
yes.
like you're gonna make some dramatic gains or dramatic losses
Yes,
pretty quickly, right?
you do.
Especially males. Like it's like, all right, this week I lost 20 pounds, and then the expectation is like I'm gonna lose 20 pounds every week, and then mathematically that's just not possible.
No, but I mean,
It's
anything's a start, right? Like you
it's
take that
yeah,
momentum and you
yeah.
go with it.
It's one injection a week,
Yes.
and then
Where do they inject you?
anywhere
You
you can
inject yourself.
jab
Your
your leg,
tummy.
whatever you want, your
Yeah, you
stomach.
can do it in
Yeah,
multiple places. You can do it in your
Yeah.
arm, your stomach,
Yeah.
or your thigh or butt.
yeah.
I
So
think
Maybe
I would
not
do
butt.
it
I think
where
it's
like
muscle.
crackheads do it, just like in the vein with the fucking arm
With the
tied up.
rubber
And,
tube.
yeah,
so
and just
like heroin.
in like a dark corner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
Just so
are you,
you
what's
can
he doing over
live
there?
that life.
You know, Zempic.
Just to say, yeah, I've always been curious. So
Well, as long as you
that
don't
was
have
done.
Kaiser Hospital, because they don't approve it. So as long as you don't have that.
What? They don't?
Will not insure any type of Ozempic or knockoff version of it. Yes.
This
Mm.
is the struggle. The insurance struggle is real, but there are other ways to get it. If it's not covered by your insurance company, there's a very handy thing going on right now. Is this drug is in so much demand that the makers, the multiple makers, cannot keep up with the demand. Like there's drug shortages across the United States or across the world because they can't keep up with it. So in that case, the FDA allows for their patent on those medicines to be temporarily kind of like put by the wayside, which means that any pharmacy, any compounding pharmacy, which are the more complicated ones, not like Walgreens, like their specialty pharmacies, can make it themselves in-house. And that is so much cheaper. Like talking 75% less than what they tell you, if not more, less.
So
than what they tell you.
what prices are we looking at?
Without insurance, it's bad.
It's
Either
$900 a month.
Or more.
Yeah,
Like
but that's
Really?
the
I've
average.
read
The average
more.
is 900 a month.
Yeah.
Yep.
And but with compounding pharmacies, you're looking at like 300 a month.
But your doctor will give it to you if he feels like you actually need it for medical purposes. But if you just say, I need to lose weight, can you prescribe that? They're going to go, no, not at all. Like your ass out.
Well, I mean, but that's
Depending
the whole
on your
debate.
insurance. Depending on
Well,
your
yeah.
insurance.
Well,
Because
that's
if you
the
go
debate,
to
though.
your doctor that is your friendly doctor, he's going to for sure sign off on it. Depends on your insurance. So, but I know for Kaiser, if you have Kaiser, which is probably the biggest there is in the US,
I've
they will
never heard
not.
of it, so it's not
They,
here.
oh, really? Oh, they will not.
Really?
Nope.
They will not insure you.
Big in the
at all.
West.
Yeah, probably in the West. It's number one. Yeah.
But
Well, there you
there's
go.
this whole debate, though, about, I mean, because I want to talk about it. Let's just talk about it, guys. But
Go for it.
it's this whole thing about like this drug that insurance companies don't want to pay for because it's outrageously expensive. And they're like, oh, you don't need it. Do you not need it? I mean, if you fall into obesity categories, what is going to be the later down the line cost to, your health insurance company? Like really, it just makes more sense to cover this medicine. And I've read that companies are saying, like on the down low, like we're not covering it because if everybody who qualified went and got this, we would be fucking bankrupt because like what, 40% of
It's all the
Americans are
fatties.
obese?
Yeah.
40% of us fall in that category. So if they covered these things for weight loss, they're going to bankrupt the insurance companies. So I think it's a really interesting time, and we'll see kind of what time will tell. I mean, there's a strong possibility that in, 5 years, you're going to see those ads on daytime television like you did for Fen-Phen. Did you take Fen-Phen in 1995? If so, you may be entitled to compensation. Like there very well may be that in the future. Or it could be a whole new breakthrough for weight loss and for the obesity epidemic. So it's very interesting. I'm excited.
I don't know how I feel about that. That's it. I don't know how I feel about obesity epidemic. I don't know, because you
Well,
decided to eat your favorite foods every single day, 5 times a day. Oh, here's some drug that might work for you. No, there's no guarantee you're not gonna go back to your ways and then become a fatty again. Or you might get depressed because I want to eat what I want. I don't want to lose weight. So
well, I think the depression doesn't come from not eating. I think it comes from a chemical imbalance. But I mean, that's a lot of people's thought about it, is like basically it's cheating. You're not doing the work. And to that, I say bullshit, because what if we considered the fact that not everybody on the earth is playing with the same deck of cards. So losing weight is never easy,
I hear
right?
you. We're talking
Like
about people in like
even
the automatic wheelchairs, the real fatties that can't exercise.
them or me, like the fact that, if it's hard for everybody to lose weight to a point. I feel like it maybe is easier to some people because there is a side effect, a very welcome side effect that comes with this medicine that people have noticed, that people who are obese, they say that they're experiencing a lack of what they've termed food noise. You guys have those kinds of people in your life
Just
that,
explain food noise. I need to know. I need to know this.
yes, food noise is, my husband, I will have bought him a pint of chocolate ice cream. I don't like chocolate ice cream, so I buy it specifically for him. And he will have a little bit and he will forget about it. He'll straight forget about it. And I'm like, did you not remember that you have a pint of chocolate ice cream? He's like, oh yeah. And he'll go and he'll have some. I would never in a million fucking years forget I had a pint of my favorite ice cream in the fridge. Never. I would never forget that. That is food noise. That, like, when it's around, you are keenly aware of it. You're keenly thinking about it. You're thinking about,
Oh yeah, no, I hear
what
you.
is
Like
my next thing? If,
yeah,
like, if there's
yeah,
food there, oh, I'm not gonna eat it. I'm gonna eat it. I'm not gonna eat
yeah,
it. I'm
yeah,
not
yeah,
gonna eat
yeah.
it. Like this
It's
constant willpower battle that's going on inside of
it's
you that other
the
people don't
angel and devil on
experience,
your shoulder.
that
Hey,
other people seem to
come get me. I'm in the
not
fridge.
have. Yeah. And that people who've taken this medicine find that they're not having these thoughts anymore and it's life changing for them.
I think it's just like my cousin. It just makes you feel full already. You can't eat shit. You're almost like having an upset stomach, and then you're like, man, I've only consumed 500 calories today because I can't eat anymore, and it's just that's it. It's and then all of a sudden, 3 weeks in, you've lost 15 pounds because you're realizing I'm not really eating shit. And then that's it. That's what I mean. That's what dieting is. Listen, it's dieting, people. God damn, I can't stand this shit. People cheating the system because they don't
Oh
want to
shit.
diet. It's
Mommy's gonna cheat the system.
the
Yeah,
worst.
for a
So
lot of money.
how's the sewing going? Anyway, Carlos, what's your 2024 your new hobby maybe, or something that you want to pick up, or something that you want to, I don't know. What do you got going on? Just tell us what you got going on. That's all I care about.
I think I'm going back to school, man.
What? For
Yeah.
what?
Ooh,
What are you going to be? A doctor? A scientist? An astronaut?
A lawyer.
Oh,
I
No,
love
I'm
it.
kidding.
Do it. Oh, you said no?
no, not a lawyer, Laura. No, no. There's like a school for janitors or
a
something. I
brain
don't know what he's
surgeon.
doing. Yeah.
For construction management.
What what would the classes be? Fucking key management. Fucking
Key match. Don't lose the key ring. Put it on your belt. Put it on your loop. Okay.
Mop bucket care 101.
Yeah. So you're gonna go for building management.
Construction management.
Oh, construction management. Okay. All
what
right,
does
all right.
that do? Is it gonna help your job?
Construction project managers make a fucking boatload of money.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I've been in the biz for over 20 years. So I figured I know my stuff, but nobody believes me. So I got to put it on paper.
But then
Is this
what? Like, is it for
a
your work, or are you gonna venture off into something else?
No, it's for the field I'm in, but venture off into other companies, make more money.
is this a master's? Do you have a bachelor's or
No, it's only a certificate program. Everywhere I looked, it was a certificate program.
okay, cool.
So
That's
and they
how it
teach you
works.
everything you need for bachelor's. So I don't need to go all through all that for a bachelor's when I can just get the certificate.
Very cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
That's
when are
all
you
you
gonna
need.
start?
Yeah,
You
when does
gonna
this
start this
happen?
year, or
Just one
They have,
semester type of thing?
No, they have an acceleration program. It's a
Oh.
1-year program all
Oh, it's a
online.
1-year deal. Oh.
Yeah.
But it's true. You can look into a lot of jobs and just get a certificate, and your career will take off. When I was a water engineer, all I needed was a certificate from a university. and they said, "Hey, pass this course. Take this book twice as thick as the Bible. You can take the test whenever you want. Study it. Take a year. We don't care." 3 weeks later, I was in the test. I was like, my turn. And then I got 96 or something like that on the test. They're like, "Wow, you really learned a lot of shit." And I just took good notes. I didn't learn shit, but I got a certificate.
Literally cannot tell if you're joking. A water engineer?
Yeah,
I have the same certificate.
Yeah,
because my dad was a water engineer. And
my dad was a water engineer, so he got me into it.
He's like, a good field, so
go work for the state, and they did hire me. And then 4 months later, I got tumors in my legs, and I had to resign. So yeah, there you go. So that's my story of getting a certificate water engineer, where I had to resign because I got a medical problem. So
how did you get tumors in your legs?
Yeah,
God. That's about as good as answer I got.
Did it have anything to do with the water?
No, I had when I was 12.
Yeah.
I got
What page was that on? Did you miss that?
Yeah, that's why I got a 96.
Yeah, that's a 4%.
That was a disclaimer in the back of the book. This job may cause tumors.
This job may cause tumors in your knees, and you can't walk anymore. Like,
it was probably on the first page, like important, must read.
Yeah.
I don't need
must
that
read.
shit.
Do not go near the chlorine, the lime, and this, that, and this. Like, oh, you said don't eat it. So yeah. So it paid well. I mean, literally started off at like $23 an hour. Think about that. 23
This
bucks
was
an
back
hour.
in the 90s.
And this is in the 90s. Yeah. I got that job in like 99. So I was 20 years old. Yeah. So you're like, oh man, making $23 an hour, just starting my new job. And didn't work out because medical decided to cut my legs from under me, if you know what I mean. So
it's almost $48,000 in the 90s. That's pretty fucking good.
Just to start too, right? It's great.
Yep.
And then you go and take state exams, because you have to get the certificate first before you're allowed to take the state exams. And then once you get level 1, level 2, and so forth, they automatically raise you big time, like ridiculously. But I never got there because I just, doctor said you're retarded.
Top
Wait,
level is just to run
dad had the same thing?
water
Like,
plant.
did he hit the big times with the money?
No,
stuff?
he became a crane operator.
No, machinist.
No, after that he was a crane operator.
Oh yeah, I know, but then he was a machinist where he finished. Yeah, he moved on to something else. Yeah, that paid him more. But yeah. So yeah, there's a lot of jobs out there. People that just get a certificate or go to trade school and you'll be just fine. Don't go to school for 4 to 6 years. Go get a trade type of job.
Yeah, why put yourself in a 6-figure debt to get a job that's not going to pay you 6 figures? Ridiculous.
It's very true. No joke. To get certified to be a so-called water engineer cost me like $85.
Mm-hmm.
You know what they made you pay for? Even though it was an actual course, you had to buy the book. That's what they made you pay for. So when I went to the university, I was like, I'm here for the water engineering course. They're like, yeah, just buy that book. It's $85. That's all you need. Oh, yeah, you'll get your credits, but you just need to get the book. Okay. And I got the book, and look at me. I'm a water master. I drink water. So.
Me too. Can I be a water engineer?
What? Yeah, you can. It doesn't take much. You can. You can. So there you go. So
let me give you a little hint though. If you want to pass your water engineering test in only 2 weeks and get 96%, make sure you get the book from your dad that has all the answers first.
No, that's the book.
That's the book that I had. That's how I
didn't get that
passed,
book.
and then I passed it on.
I bought my book.
Mm-hmm.
I wrote in it and everything. And all I did was, this is the answers are going to be here. And I just went to every page. Okay, these are my notes. And it was literally like that. I took the test like, wow, these are just everything that basically this is where everything is. The important parts are right here. And I learned that from note taking in high school. My teacher taught me where all the important shit is in books. He was right. He was right. He was correct. He said, when you start a chapter, it's always the first 2 pages and the last 3 pages. All the shit you need to know in the middle is useless. And he was right. He was absolutely right.
Wow, what a great teacher.
I don't know.
He was a good teacher too. I got an A in that class. I passed all
teaching
the
high
tests.
school. Like,
he does teach high school though.
Agreed.
He topped out in
Johnny.
high school.
Plus, you know what? It was art class. There were no books. Anyway.
Wait, so Carlos, are you going to start this year? Have you signed up? What's the deal?
Yeah.
I started already. I started applying for financial aid and other things.
How much is it going to cost?
$5,000.
That's not all that bad.
Terrible. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not bad.
That's not all that bad. I mean, Gavin Newsom's giving healthcare to illegal immigrants. You can probably ask them for a couple dollars. So there's that. There you go. So, well, there you go. Carlos is gonna be construction boss. Johnny's gonna. I already forgot. Laura's going to sew.
You know what, Carlos? If I take you on as a dependent, you can get to school for free.
Oh wow.
Oh, wow.
Once I get my disabled vet status.
Oh,
You
that's
see,
right. First,
Johnny's
you gotta-
already a better person as the time goes by.
Yeah,
All,
so,
offering
hey-
his
hey,
friends a
son,
helping hand.
Come here. I got you, son. I'm gonna
I
fucking
like when he's
beat
gonna
your
show
ass
up.
every
He's
day.
gonna show up to your house with his whole family with a U-Haul. I'm here, Dad. Like, oh shit, you brought the whole family. Like, oh, there you go. There you go. Wow. I did start going to the gym 7 days in a row so far. Bad idea. Bad idea. Take a
Why?
break, as they say. Take a break. Yeah.
I always
Take a
have
break.
a rest day, right?
I
Once
did
a
have
week,
I
twice
had a
a
rest
week?
day, and then I decided I was bored. I'm gonna go back to the gym today because I was like, I don't want to just do nothing. Well, bad idea. I want to go do some weights, and my left arm said, "You're not doing shit today, buddy." I had the
Yeah.
worst sharp pain in the world in my tricep, and I couldn't do shit. Couldn't pull anything down, couldn't lift anything up. So I went again today, and the same shit happened again.
Long
I
story
literally-
short, you got tumors in your legs.
No, probably in my arm.
Working out 7 days in a row.
Probably in my left arm now, like right here. This is where it feels like a what do you call not a pinched nerve, what do you call it? A pressure point. Like big time. And I tried it. Oh, it was the worst pain. Just nothing.
How
nothing
many
was-
days in your
Uh,
tricep?
So it was 5 days straight of cardio and weights, and then the sixth day was like, I want to take a break. But then I went back on, let me do it again. I was already sore as shit. And as the sixth day said, no, man, stay home, man. Just
So it's been
relax."
2 days since you've had that sharp
I went
pain
back
or
again
longer?
today. Yeah, no, I went back again
And
today.
same thing. So
Same thing
3
happened
days?
today. Yeah, 3 days now.
Yeah, give it a rest, dude. Just
Yeah.
rest your triceps. Do all the cardio. Do
I did
leg
do the
day.
cardio today. No,
Yeah,
don't do
and
leg
do the
days.
leg
I don't
day.
do legs.
Just make an appointment.
My knees can't.
Ozempic.
My knees can't do. My knees can't do leg day. It's not
Because
gonna
of the
happen.
tumors.
Yeah.
Got it.
Not gonna happen. Yeah, oh, my knees are shot to the point where I can't do any kind of leg weights. It'll be brutal to the next day, just like death. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
You guys
Just
hear
rest
that?
up.
That's right.
Low and
Mhm.
slow.
So yeah. So the old 2024. Let's go to the gym like everybody else does. I did go on the first worst thing to do. Shouldn't have done that.
Oh, was it full?
Everybody and their
It was
mom was there.
packed, right? Yeah.
Oh, it was packed. I've never seen these people before. Packed. And
That's what they said
It'll
about
calm
me
down.
when I came in on the first.
you were that guy. We never
Who
seen you
the fuck
before.
is?
Never saw him again.
Yeah.
I worked out every fucking day the week before Christmas.
Really?
And I was really proud of myself. And then Christmas came and I had the week off and it was just such a shit show because all my kids were fucking sick. It was supposed to be my glorious week off between Christmas and New Year's. Every fucking kid was home one of those days.
Fucking kid.
And then it just fucking fell off and I was sick and I didn't feel good. And I was like, okay, it's Christmas.
Yeah, no, I also have resistance bands. I don't know if any of you guys got those.
Yeah.
Yep.
I have like a 30-pound one. And I went to go use that instead because the gym was killing my arm. And I pulled it apart. So the strength must be working because it broke. Broke in half. So
How old is it?
That's your only
Plastics
it's
or
answer.
grades?
old. Oh, it's old.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say like,
plastics degrade.
no,
It's
no,
like-
no.
No joke. It's like 12 years old. And it finally gave out. And then I bought a whole new set on Amazon, way cheaper than I bought that one. Like a whole set. Like it's weights 20 through 60 for $20.
I
was
hate
like,
that. I hate that when like you spend it like when CD burners first came out. I was
yeah, they're
one of the
expensive as
first one to
shit.
get that shit.
Yep.
Hooked it up. It was $350. I bought the warranty, and like now they're obsolete basically, but you can get it for like $50, $60.
The fact you can
for the
still
good
get
one.
them makes no sense.
Yeah.
I know, but I got
Who's
one
burning
last year.
CDs these days?
I am.
Man, you still listen to CDs in the car?
Well, I put the MP3s on a CD because the car still takes them. My wife's car. It doesn't hook up to my Bluetooth.
Does it have a
I
cassette
have a
deck too?
No.
Okay. Oof.
I have a CD player in my car, but I have not used it in forever. And I have like a Bluetooth adapter that's
You want me to make
sticks
you a
in the
CD
aux
bookie?
port.
Oh,
No.
No. Oh no.
No.
don't do that.
oh, Jesus! I've never had anyone turn down my.
You never had
my-
anybody turn down?
No,
CD
because I
Brown?
haven't used my CD player in fucking 10 years.
It gives you options, though. Whatever. I'm
What
sorry.
options?
I'm
if
gonna
you
Not
make
make
it
as
a
for you.
quick
MP3
as
one.
the
Not
option
as
on
quick as the
Spotify.
car. Yeah. So,
But you know what? Let's go back to the Ozempic thing real quick. I don't feel
Okay.
that Kaiser shouldn't be giving it because, according to the BMI scale, I'm obese. I could
Same.
be dying.
Wait, so you should get it or not?
So I should get it. They want to prevent
You
me
get it.
from dying.
I'm
So do you
technically
think
obese as well.
You think that's a good like? Do you feel like you're going to die because of your obesity?
Yes.
Over
Bullshit.
time, diabetes,
That's
pre-diabetes,
ridiculous.
I'm
metabolic
pre-diabetic.
disorders.
I'm sure I am.
Are you really?
I'm pre-death. Yeah.
I mean, aren't we
Yeah.
all pre-diabetic?
I think that's
Yeah,
all
I
of
think
us.
we
We're all
are all
pre-death.
pre-diabetic.
No, there's a specific criteria about blood sugar.
Yeah, I don't.
Does everyone want to share their BMI? Are we gonna get
I
all
don't.
scientific
I
here?
don't know it.
Mine is.
It's very easy. You can pull up
Yeah,
a
what is it?
calculator,
Go ahead.
BMI
I
calculator.
can show what it is when I pull my shirt up.
Oh wait, let me see. What do you?
I'm 3 big titties.
Oh wait, for some reason it's highlighted on my Google search. Why? Apparently, I've looked at it before.
I like
I
that.
feel like
calling you
your
out
wife.
right away.
Yeah. Why don't you also type in life insurance? Because I feel like somebody else
Yeah.
is on your computer. How do I
Body
kill my
weight.
pre-diabetic husband?
All right, here we go. 32.9.
You feed them. That's what you. That's how you kill
Oh, it's obesity. BMI of 30 or greater. See, I'm obese.
I am. Oh, what was yours again?
32.9.
32.8.
Whoa!
This
You
isn't
guys
a
are
race.
right
This
there.
isn't
Yeah.
a- But you know what's
45. Who's next?
Wait, you're 45?
I don't know what these numbers. I'm not even typing in anything.
It already
Okay.
guessed for you.
Just want to make sure.
But what's stupid is that when I was at my thinnest, in my adult life, I was 197 pounds, 6'2", 197 pounds. Man, everything fit great, right? But even if I put that weight in and my height, I'm still
It tells you overweight.
Yeah,
I know.
I'm still overweight.
29.1. Boom.
Oh, you're overweight.
No,
Well, yeah, I know
yeah,
that.
you are.
No, but
You
that's
are
when
overweight.
you measure the body mass index. Or,
Yeah.
No, the body fat percentage. That's what I meant.
Body fat percentage is different than BMI. They can't do it based on a calculator what your body fat percentage is.
My age have to do with anything.
Well, they have to do the measurement and then they can calculate.
It doesn't have to be measurements. They have specific instruments that can so if you like stand on them or put your hands on them, and it's like how the electric current like bounces around your body,
It
because
doesn't
fat
matter.
is a better
It
conductor
doesn't
of
matter.
muscle.
You can look at your body and know your fat index, all right? Just
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah. I'm just really Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just saying, body
But
fat
it-
percentage is different than BMI.
But if you
Oh,
look at
shit.
your age, right? And then you look at your height and it says you're supposed to be this weight.
Oh
You
yeah,
know.
it's so unrealistic.
So what's
absolutely.
everybody's supposed height compared in age? What's it supposed to be at before we go to break?
Well, I
What
got
is
that.
everybody's scale? Height,
Where does
weight
it say
scale.
where you're supposed to be at?
Like what you should be.
Yeah. Height, weight scale.
Mine's like fucking
Chart for
ridiculous.
males. So I'll give you guys right now, okay? Tell you right now.
Send
Carlos,
me a
how tall are you?
link.
No, how tall are you?
6'2".
6'2". You should weigh between 171 pounds and 209 pounds.
No way, because that would put me overweight. At 209 would make me overweight. If 197 puts me overweight, then 209, I'm walking the line of death. I'm like 1 foot.
No,
According
we have
to-
pre-diabetic numbers right there.
according to let's see. According to this, this is from United Healthcare. Somebody that's, for instance, 5'4", a woman that's 5'4" should weigh between 108 and 132. They should not be anywhere.
That's quite
above
a
132.
range. 108 to 132. That's one hell of a range.
Yeah, that's what it says here. So, for instance, I have to weigh between 155 and 190.
How tall are you?
5'11", just right at 6 foot, like
That
right
seems
around.
ridiculous. That seems really scary.
Not really, because I would say most of my adult life I was about 180, between 165 and 185 until I hit like my late 30s, early 40s. Then I started gaining weight.
Yeah, but you've never had like any muscle to speak of.
No,
right?
no, I was always very skinny.
Yeah.
I was always very skinny. So
So 5'10",
Okay.
what am I supposed to be at?
5'10", you should be 149, 183.
Oh, boy.
149. I'm right there.
Oh,
Oh, wait, no,
boy.
no. So double
Carry the one.
149.
Double the
Divided by
140.
Yes. I'm fucking twice as good at that
So-
BMI.
Okay, I got the woman's chart here. Laura, how tall are you?
5'5".
Oh, 5'5". You should be between 113, 138.
That's what I saw too. Fuck
what-
that.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
have
yeah,
not
yeah.
been 130 pounds since my sophomore year in high school, and all I ate was tomato soup and zucchini.
Oh, so you know the trick.
How about a female 5'2"?
A female 5'2" female?
10 pounds.
I'll tell you right now.
Yeah.
5'2" female
Good
between
size.
100 pounds and 121.
Eee.
Yep.
You think Joey has the Grim Reaper just hovering over his shoulder?
Well, Joey said he's pretty tall, right? Didn't he say he's like 6?
What, at 6'10"? No, he's like
No,
6
no, no.
foot.
He's
He's
like-
6 foot, 6'2". He's 6'2".
That's what I thought. He's like 6'2". So he should be like you, 170 to 109. I mean, 209.
209.
There was that
209 is reasonable. The 200 is even reasonable.
that
What's
great line on Cheers. Like Woody would ask Norm, like, "Hey, what are you up to, Norm?" He's like, "My ideal weight if I'm 7'10".
A good old Cheers reference. That's where we take a break here on Nerds Talking Podcast. We'll be right back after this.
Hello, this is Lafayette.
And I'm Carlos.
From Nerds Talking the Podcast.
That's right.
Where we talk about everything from UFOs,
Yep.
comic books,
I like that.
movies,
Uh-huh.
streaming services, conspiracy theories, ghosts, video games, and more.
Kick ass.
All on Nerds Talking the Podcast.
You can find us every Friday with new episodes on all digital platforms where you find your favorite podcast, Nerds Talking, the podcast.
Now back to the show.
Welcome back to Nerds Talking the Podcast. I'm here with Carlos, Johnny, Laura, and I'm Lafayette. Remember to rate, subscribe, review, turn on notifications, tell your friends. Every Friday, new episodes of Nerds Talking the Podcast. Let's jump into a couple of things before we go into our movie topic, what is our movie topic? We'll figure it out. Disney is releasing a free streaming app like Tubi. So you're going to get some Disney content for free. Free movies, free cartoons, free ESPN, free ABC shows. Free
Well,
a
what
lot
kind
of
of
stuff.
ESPN? Like the Ocho?
No,
gonna fucking get the pickleball championship.
So they're gonna give you
Know that
somewhat.
reference?
They're gonna give you some of the shows. So you'll get Sports Center. You'll get the more popular shows they have, and but the thing is, it's all ads, just like Tubi is and so forth. But you're gonna get it. You don't have to subscribe for
I
anything.
mean, you would
Disney
have
will
to
give it to you.
You may be surprised about how the ads go. Like I said, I was very impressed with the Netflix ads. It was non-obtrusive. So maybe it's good.
There's a difference though. Have you ever used Tubi?
No.
Okay, so you're gonna get ads. Okay,
You're
not
that
gonna get
horrible,
them
though.
ads.
it's
that
not
bad.
horrible, but you're gonna get a good 4 minutes of ads 5 times in your show, which
It's
again,
like watching regular network
it's like-
television.
exactly.
Oh,
It really
fuck
is like
that.
watching
Never
regular
mind. Fuck
network
that.
television. But it's free. So you don't imagine Disney Plus Lite, but it's free. So there you go. So I mean, why
Does
wouldn't
it
you
have
just
everything?
No.
No. Okay.
But it will have some Marvel stuff and so forth. So it'll have the stuff you ever see it on TNT. It's always on, like all the Marvel movies. Stuff like
I don't
that.
have
It'll be
cable.
on there.
I don't pay for that shit.
Well, now
I
you
don't
have
cable.
a free Disney Plus Lite or something. What can I tell you? Best Buy is now removing all DVDs and CDs from their stores. You will no longer be able to buy DVDs or CDs from Best Buy.
Boo.
God, I haven't been in a Best Buy and
They just said nobody's buying them at all. That's just a waste of space.
yeah.
You know, I
So-
do go to like the used music stores and I'll get old R&B CDs that you just can't get anymore. Or
You mean nobody
They're-
wants it,
they're not
trade 'em
gonna-
in.
yeah, yeah.
That's how to look at You can get them on streaming, but just nobody wants the physical CD.
Do you think that CDs will ever have like a comeback the way that vinyls had a comeback?
Zero.
No.
Zero.
No. Okay.
Yeah. And the vinyl
So, like,
thing
what should
is
I do
so
with all these
stupid.
fucking old CDs I have?
You
Send it
save
to
'em.
Johnny.
And do what?
Oh, wait, no, not those. Who cares about those? DVDs and Blu-rays. You save those.
Okay.
No.
On the
Yeah,
days
you
that your
save
internet go
those.
down and you don't have shit to
Mhm.
do, you plug in your DVD player and you'll watch movies.
I don't even have a DVD player in my house.
I mean, you
That's
can
why
go
I have a
outside too, though, and
collection.
do stuff.
You could, but
It's
nobody does that
like-
anymore.
Yeah, I want to put that option.
All right, let me do this again. Hold on.
I'm gonna take my
It's
Ozempic
late
and then
at
I'm gonna.
night.
It's like late at night after 9
Okay.
o'clock.
Uh-huh.
It's dark and you want to do something. TV's not working because the internet's down. Put it in DVD. There, how's that?
Okay, all the caveats, but I got you. All right, there
Got
you
it.
go. All
Got
right.
Yeah,
So yeah,
I'll
so
read
they're
a
gonna
book.
get rid of
Yeah,
it.
yeah, go
They're
play. Fly kite. Jesus.
Yeah,
At night?
yeah.
Where's Fly Kites at night?
Also, Mickey Mouse is not public domain. Use them if you want to, but it has to be Steamboat Willie Mickey Mouse. That's the only one you can use.
Oh, the old
Apparently, there's already a
school.
horror film in production,
Yes, right away.
just as the Winnie the Pooh when he became.
Yeah, that was really bad. I saw. Yeah.
It was, yeah, I started watching. I couldn't
Oof.
finish it. It was
Oof,
stupid.
it's really bad. Yeah.
Stupid.
Also, Jonathan Majors will be recasted as Kang in Marvel Universe.
Yay!
So they won't stop the storyline. Just gonna get all new actor.
Do you think he can come
Yay.
back from his little? I don't
Not
know.
in Marvel.
Yeah, I think he will. I do.
Not in
Acting
Marvel.
wise, yeah.
I think he
Yeah.
will. Yeah, not Marvel, but
But
I
yeah,
mean,
acting
Chris
wise, I think so.
Brown kind of made a comeback, and
oh,
Who's-
Chris Brown was
who's that?
fine. He was
Who's that?
fine.
what
Chris
do you mean
Brown,
he's
the
fine? He
singer.
beat the shit out
Who's
of
that?
Rihanna.
No, I
Who's
mean his
that?
career is fine. His career, like it almost like, oh yeah, that happened, and then he just went right back.
I
to
mean,
business.
he apologized and he did a
yeah,
song with Rihanna afterwards.
Then he
He
released.
did?
Oh, wow, she did a
He
song.
did.
with
Yeah,
him?
they did do a
Shit.
song together. They also released
I beat you, bitch.
some X-rated footage and stuff.
For real? What?
Yeah,
For real?
no, just keep that down, Jack.
I gotta go.
I think he'll be fine though. I mean, just put him in the DC universe. He's a great actor.
There you go. James
Oh my
Gunn
god,
played
that Marvel
I-
planted this, or
I would,
DC
though.
planted this the whole
I
time.
would, yeah, I would
it.
literally.
How do you
be
think
like,
DC got James Gunn?
Just yeah, exactly. Marvel's like when he makes this one, get rid of him,
Huh.
and then so yeah. Oh well. Anyway, Trent Reznor, you guys know who that is, right? Trent Reznor, yeah, from Nine
Sure
Inch
do.
Nails.
Nine
He
Inch
says the
Nails.
music is becoming too available, and there's too many acts nowadays that it killed Nine Inch Nails, and that's why they don't make new music. And he said back in the '90s, there's only 20 rock bands, so they could play only us, and the other people, and everybody would come to us only. I'm like, yeah, no shit. I mean, now they're streaming, and everybody in their living room can release music every Thursday if they want. Like,
And good for them. And fuck you, Trent Reznor, you pretentious little bitch.
he is a pretentious bitch, though. It is very true. Yeah, he thought he was like the king of fucking music.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he had.
I heard this awesome story in New Orleans because
better
he
be
had
awesome.
a house. He had a house in the Garden District, and all of his snooty ass neighbors basically drove his ass out by
Oh, yeah.
plotting against him and like calling the cops on him when nothing was happening, and like all this shit just to get him out of their neighborhood because they didn't want to, like, some gothy rock star in their neighborhood. And I was like,
Comes off as like a fake gothy rock star.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Oh
don't-
well.
I mean, like, didn't you say fuck HOAs also, Bookie? Like,
probably. I don't remember, but yeah,
that
I'm
sounds
pretty
like
sure-
something you would say, right? And like,
Yeah, and he could pay his
but that's like
HOA. You know he could.
HOAs, like at its worst, right there.
That's exactly right.
Getting rid of folk.
Yeah, you're right. It's not fair on paper, but in reality, I don't like Trent Reznor, and I think he's pretentious. So,
Well, the thing is this.
case
Laura,
by case basis.
well, not just that. Laura, you didn't say you were going to be a better person. That was Johnny. So you're okay saying.
Nope. No kind of no kind
Exactly.
of resolution like that.
No, nothing like that. Johnny's the better one. You're the one that's sewing fat. Wait, what? Anyway, something
Sewing.
like
God, can I sew it off me? God, I'd love to. Just shove it in a sewing machine.
Put it in that butter churner.
that. All right, let's jump into what we all saw. I think we all saw this. We all see the Duggar family documentary. I don't know what it's called. It's on Amazon Prime, if I'm not mistaken, or is it on Hulu?
Shiny happy people.
Shiny,
And it's Amazon
Shiny
Prime.
Happy
People.
People, the story of the Duggar family that was on TLC in a show called, was it 19 and Counting?
Didn't it
think-
start
Feel
at
like-
15
It did.
Mhm.
It
or
did.
14 or something?
Actually started as a one-off special about the
One
family.
and counting. It just
Uh,
kept going.
And then it became so popular, it literally made TLC what it is today because of that show. Because of Duggar family. So we'll start with Laura. Laura, give us the synopsis and your breakdown of what you saw for Shiny Happy People.
So it's a breakdown of the Duggar family and where they started, and what the Quiverful movement is, which is this fundamental Christian movement that comes from some verse in the Bible that says you need to come to war with a quiverful, which is like a metaphor for you need to have a boatload of kids to carry on your godly works and your blah 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 blah
Isn't
blah.
a quiver what you carry arrows in, right?
Yes.
Correct.
Okay.
That's
there
the
you go.
metaphor. Yeah. So they have, at the end, 19 kids, and it's about their lives, their rise from nothing in the, I think were they Mormon to start? Did I remember?
I don't think
They're-
so.
They weren't
No.
Mormon, but
But-
their religion is very similar to Mormonism.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
yes.
some sort of fundamental Christian, and then he started to get into politics, and then TLC, which was Discovery Health, got the notice of like, oh, this is interesting. And I remember because I used to watch Discovery Health when it first came out. It was like this weird cable channel where you could watch surgeries at like 1 a.m. And I was so into it. I would
is
sit there
awesome.
and I would watch them do surgeries at 1 a.m. And then all this bullshit came out. But anyway, so and then it's about their cover up of the sexual allegations against their eldest son, who is a fucking pedo, and everybody knew it. And also their partnership or their cooperation with this church, which was called the Institute of Basic Life Principles,
Oh yeah.
and how fucked up that shit is.
The IBL. That's right.
IBL. Yeah. And so just a basic overview of why that is super fucked up. And it was great because it did a lot of interviews with the family members and the oldest daughter, who was one of the people who was molested by the eldest son and her journey. And I mean, it was fascinating. I'm not going to say I loved it because it was horrifying, but I was just riveted the whole time.
Now,
Yeah.
did you watch it while it was on?
No, I knew it existed, but I never watched the show.
Yeah, same. I never seen it either.
I never watched it only because I wasn't interested in watching a family, of 19 kids or
Same.
whatever it was. Who gives a shit? I didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
But the documentary was great. I thought the religious aspect of it, which I didn't know about them, was like, oh, here we go. Here goes the crazy religious aspect of it. And it was where every family has to have 20 kids. And the wife looked miserable at times, just absolutely miserable. I mean,
Well,
she
and
was
she
like,
almost
oh,
died during
Yeah,
one
she
of
almost-
the childbirths, and then she did it again. I'm like, what?
yeah,
fuck?
and she had a miscarriage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
Number
she said
18
No,
it was-
she had an
miscarriage?
abortion.
No. Mm-mm.
No, it was
she
a
did not have an
miscarriage.
abortion. She had a miscarriage.
yeah,
I'm
she had a
pretty
miscarriage.
sure.
Because remember,
No.
it shows him in the hospital, then he's crying because they lost a baby.
But I thought she had like a big shame or regret or something.
Her shame was that she had taken birth control when they were married.
Yep.
And then at a later point they had a miscarriage, and they're like, this is because
Because
I use birth
yeah,
control.
I blocked our family from having children and
Yeah,
blah blah blah. Like they
that
just
was her big shame.
full circle. This is the reason why God punished us and yada yada yada. And then
Fucking insane.
and our son's a pedo and he raped our own daughters and fucking weirdos. It's fucking weirdos, man. This the whole church thing there. I mean, I can't stand those type of churches whatsoever. This whole, I don't know, it feels like it's they feel very much like they're inclusive churches, where like you aren't allowed in here no matter what. You better be white and you better follow our rules and you better have 10 kids when you show up. And you better not stop at 10 either. Like, what the fuck is going on with these people? And it was weird as shit. But I knew all about the oldest brother or the oldest son or whatever. I knew about him being the way he was. It was all over the news.
I didn't know anything. I don't remember this at all. All the stuff around the eldest brother was like, what? I
Oh,
didn't
really? Oh,
didn't know anything about it.
yeah, I knew all about it, and it was a big story. But um,
I mean,
yeah,
just the
it's
numbers are there, right? Like when you go into like one of the classes and they say 1 in 20 people are gonna like do so and so. Like they got 20
like
people
the
there.
odds are
So
so good for that
yeah,
family,
Yeah.
right? You know, one
Yeah.
of every 5 people you know are gonna be a pedophile. Like, oh shit, there's 20 of us.
yeah.
Shit, there's 4 of
We got
us.
4.
Oh fuck. So he was sitting there going, if I beat them to it, they won't do it. So
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, statistically, it's fucked.
yeah. Yeah. That's what he thought too when that came up. He was like, oh fuck, could be me. Like it wasn't at the time, but he's like, oh shit, am I gonna be a serial killer? What are the odds? Yeah. It's just like it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. I mean, you can't raise those many kids. And when you see them go shopping, they're at like the bargain bin store buying all the cheapest shit possible, making their kids the worst looking dinners and breakfasts ever, where they just let's grab 20 cans of spaghettios and put them in a pot.
Yeah,
The
there
kids gonna
can't
fucking
be
be
there
happy.
can't be quality with
No.
that quantity, right? Like
Hell
No, because
no.
now kids are raising kids, is what it is. It's not the parents
Oh,
raising them.
exactly. Then that turns into that. Exactly. But I did
That
like
part really got to me was like, you have a 12-year-old girl that's raising her sibling. And I'm like, ooh, that's not good. That's bad. That's very
well,
bad.
also you got the whole in that religion, it's almost like I'm gonna court this girl and she can't really say no. She's
Yep.
gonna have to marry me no matter what. And she's gonna have to like do what I tell her. And then like the other girls would come out and say, "Oh, this was the worst thing ever to happen in my life." Like the other women that they would claim they were just raped by their husband because they were forced into a marriage they didn't want because that's how the church was and that's how the parents were. Yes, you can marry her. Go now, have 20 children. Ah,
Yeah, Christian
sickos.
fundamentalists are really fucking scary. And then that whole Institute of Basic Life Principles, that part, it basically they were trying to describe like there was some sort of piece of literature that the documentarians got a hold of that was trying to explain like why bad things happen to good people. And there's one, what was it like? What? Why did God let a 7-year-old boy get raped or something? Did you guys see
Oh
this?
yes, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I
and
know what you're
giving
talking about.
yeah, there's like reasons like so he can appreciate his purity. So he
Yeah,
can
yeah.
appreciate
Can appreciate it.
God's God's saving grace.
Oh, they had the
So
Wow.
he
craziest
can yeah, it was
Bible
fucking
analogies.
bunkers.
Yeah, crazy shit. And then their teaching book, at the homeschool book, was just a bunch of Bible analogies also that was like that. Now this is history right here, kids. This is how the Nazis lost. Ah, damn it, they should have won. But anyway, and then it was and then I love how the finally the government stepped in going, those are not fucking teaching books.
Yeah.
Like this shit is not allowed anymore. They got all pissed off and yeah.
And then
Carlos,
like teaching women about like slut shaming, like basically
yeah.
like they would look at pictures of women
Oh,
and
I
their
know.
outfits and
Oh
be
my
like,
God.
identify
Yes.
the eye trap of
That's right.
how a
Oh, that was
woman
so
is
dumb.
trying
Yeah.
to seduce oh god, it's just
But
heartbreaking.
it was so bad because it was like a woman fully dressed, but she was revealing her ankles.
I
Her
know.
Circle
ankles,
her
yeah.
ankles. Those are whores. Those are whores.
Whore ankles.
Those are whores
Ankles.
ankles. No, those are cankles. She needs to lose weight. She's check her BMI.
Get some Ozempic.
But Carlos and Johnny, what did you get out of it besides what we are explained basically all the bullshit?
I agree with you, man. I hate religions like this. I hate any group like this. It's such crap and it's such brainwashing. And just when you hear someone trying to defend it, it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. And even the head of the church, I forget his name now, but he was
Bill
trying to teach.
Gothard.
There you go. Bill was never married. Bill never had children.
That's
but yet
right.
he was telling you how you should be married. He was telling you how you should raise your children. He should tell you how many kids you should have. And even the wife, the Duggar whore, whatever her name is.
That's her name. Yeah.
When she said, I won't forget this. She said that overpopulation is a myth and you should feel your quiver. I'm like, you stupid woman. You tell that to the Chinese people.
That was the first
No,
thing I
it
thought was the Indians and the
so-
Chinese.
It was, oh my God, it was, this woman is so dumb and so brainwashed. And then the dad tried to become a politician. The only reason I think the dad tried to become a senator, I think it was a senator or a
Oh, he didn't try. He
congressman.
won twice.
Yeah, he was in the House of Representatives. Something. Like
Something.
that.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't
No,
yeah,
but
he
he
won
tried to
twice.
do it
Something.
during his son's trial. He lost during
That he
trial.
tried. Yeah. Yeah.
But I have a feeling he was trying to do it so that maybe he could get his kid off or reduce sentence or something. Or maybe pass a new law where it's okay if you do it once or twice or something, you know? But yeah,
Well-
when you have that many kids, you lose focus, you lose,
Well, he
you're
said
not in
that.
charge. It's
When they asked him, he was like, "Well, can keep track of all of them." I was like, "No,
You truly can't.
I was like,
You
"No
truly
shit."
can't.
yeah, these days you got to put an Apple tag on all of them so you can find them.
Crazy.
Yeah,
Like,
no, it's ridiculous.
you have 19 and all of a sudden 2 are missing. You're like, you know what? We won't miss them. Like, we're okay.
Yeah, you just come up with some shit. Oh, it'll make our family stronger.
Yeah. We'll bond. We'll bond.
Yeah.
You know,
We're gonna miss Jimmy, was it? I don't
What was his name again? Yeah, exactly. It is crazy. It is absolutely crazy. Johnny, what'd you get out of that? You gonna have more kids now?
I'm good. I'm
All right.
good. I mean, just watching that shit, it just I don't know. The whole thing wasn't interesting to me because it's like you're bringing all this shit upon yourself. You know, it's like my ex, she had 5 godchildren, I think, and all these little like nieces and nephews. So like every fucking weekend we're going to somebody's birthday, quinceañera, some shit, and like it was the same thing, like going to the dollar store and like getting this tiny ass shit gift, and like, man, if you guys would just like have 1, 2, 3, 10 kids less, like these kids would have like such a quality, like better quality. You guys would remember all their names. You wouldn't fucking forget about this one or that one. Uh, yeah, I don't know. It's just I don't think they weren't thinking consequences. They were just thinking of themselves, I guess.
I think, but I also feel like it's the husband thinking of himself, you know, because you look at all the stories, especially the lady that confronted the head of the church, went to his house and said, "You piece of shit," yada, yada, yada. It was like one of those things where it's like, I think it's almost like another religion where the male is dominant and you better say does what he says. And if you don't, then you're the worst. You're a piece of shit woman. And think about that. She had 19 children. Should have been 20. You think she wanted 20 kids? Hell no, she didn't want 20 kids. There's just no way in hell. There's just
She didn't want to kill herself trying to give birth to 20 kids. I mean,
I think after 10, you're just like, it's just another day, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's I don't even who knows. I mean, does he just leave in the morning going to work? There's a vial over there, honey. Go ahead and take that. And like I already filled it up this morning in the bathroom.
All
What do
right,
you
so
think giving
19
birth was like
kids.
after 15? She just farts and it pops out.
Yeah.
Not even
I was-
that. She's just at the grocery
Really?
store and one falls out. She's oh,
I was
another one.
pregnant. Is like that chick
No.
that like had a baby at her prom.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
she
go
didn't know.
dancing.
Yeah.
I was pregnant the whole
All
time.
right, so 19 kids, 9 months. That's 171 months divided by 12. That bitch was pregnant for 14 and 1/4 years. Just
Jesus
pregnant.
Christ.
You know, there's got to be Irish twins in there somewhere. If they're not all Irish
Oh,
twins.
100%. I think they're all.
Didn't they
Irish
have two
twins.
sets of? They have 2 sets of twins, right? From
Yeah,
what I
they do.
remember.
Yeah.
It's really crazy. Just nuts. It's
Did
Yeah.
you guys ever know any like grow up around any Christian fundamentalist families at all?
Not
No.
that's just not really a thing on the West Coast. Like that's very prominent, you know.
Well, the Mormons
It's a
are
Bible
pretty
Belt
big.
thing,
I mean,
man.
it's
I mean, yeah, there's Mormon churches around, but you only see them when they're trying to come to your door.
Well, that's
No,
why we
I
keep the
used
Mormons
to,
on the other side of the Rockies, man. That's our border wall.
I used to play
Yeah,
basketball with
truly.
some of the nicest gyms in America are at Mormon churches.
Most true.
But yeah,
That is
I would
true.
play basketball with them, and then like they came out with the rule like, oh, you're gonna play basketball on a team, you have to go to
You have
church,
to
and their
actually go to
church
that
like is
church.
like 4 hours Sundays. Like that's I
Oh,
never
yeah.
went, but
Wear magic underwear and
I mean,
shit.
I was
yeah.
that good. They were like, you know what, it's all right. We'll
Oh, they
get
let it pass because you could shoot.
yeah, we'll get someone to stand in for them.
Yeah, yeah. It's no, I don't
And
I don't
I don't
know
know. I
any.
mean, I had a few Mormon friends, and I went to a couple of like the meetings, and the meetings that we went to were always like, "Hey, my daughter fucked up, but she's back. We're a family again." It was always like, "Hey, she might have slept with
Yeah,
22."
it's always the daughters. It's not the sons.
Never the
It's
males.
the
The males are
daughters.
best. You remember that, Laura. Redemption stories is all what Mormonism about.
Yeah, I just remember thinking like, "Oh man, that's too bad. Like she's
My name's
kind of hot. Like I
yeah,
wish
yeah.
I would have met her like 6 weeks ago."
Yeah. My name's Brad.
Is
This
she
is
still a
my
whore?
yeah, this
Give
is
her my
my
number.
this is my daughter Sophie. I caught her last week sucking 7 dicks, but she's better now. She's better now. Like,
Thank Jesus.
thank Jesus. Thank Jesus.
There's cookies and punch in the back.
That's when you stand up. Damn it. Last week I missed out. I gotta
I
go.
know, man.
Are you open this week?
Hey, can you give her a pass for another week?
Like,
When
it's
I grew up,
ridiculous.
there was a family down the street. I don't remember how many kids they had. At least 3, maybe more. And they over the summer, 1 or 2 summers, maybe even more, they had like a backyard Bible camp in the summers. Yeah, and my mom was like, "You should go to this." I don't remember how old I was. Younger than teenage, sure. So I'm like probably like 8 or 9. And I was like, I went and I was like, this is fucking weird. Like when you're 8 or 9 and you're already like, this is weird and I don't want to be here. Like I feel like that's a big red flag. Like the kids, I'm like all the activities, whatever, we can run around and play kickball or whatever it was. But then when you try to have conversations with people, you're just like, you're just not right. Like we don't jive because everything always came back to religion. Like every conversation came back to religion because they were all homeschooled. They were all homeschooled kids. And I'm just
Horrible.
like fucking weird.
You want to
And
watch? Oh, go ahead. Finish.
I I have some pretty religious people in my family and
Mm.
not my close family, but extended family. And I had a religious uncle ask me once how my shirt praise God. I was 16 years old, 17, was in the gothy phase, so I was wearing like shirts with skulls on them.
Ah,
And I was like, I'm sorry, could you tell me how your shirt praises
what was
God?
he wearing? What was he wearing?
It was like a blue polo. I
That
said,
stupid
my
bastard.
shirt has human skulls on it. Humans, which are the beauty of God's creation. In fact, the most beautiful thing that God has ever created in his image on my shirt right now. Tell me about your shirt and how your blue shirt
Wait a
praises
second.
God.
I mean, his
You you said your shirt praised God because it was
because it was
skulls,
human
Yes,
skulls. Because
human
yes.
skulls.
and he
What?
can
That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. And what did he
I mean,
say?
like
How does that
I'm
not
not
make
trying to
perfect fucking
defend
sense?
your uncle.
What did he say though? I wonder what
that's
he said
stupid,
about his
but-
shirt.
He didn't say fucking anything. No,
Oh, he's
because it's a
stupid.
great fucking argument.
No, but
What
he
do
could
you
have.
Yeah,
mean?
but that's not why you got the shirt.
Okay, hold on.
Like,
What would your answer be, Johnny, if you were the uncle when she said, "Well, what does your shirt mean?" And you're wearing a blue polo. Just nothing.
Same thing.
Yeah.
There you go. You got it.
there's blue in the blue skies, the waters. Jesus, and thanks.
I like how I just go
Thank
straight
God for
to Jesus.
Jesus.
Not
Yeah.
even the Bangladesh kids that made your shirt that Jesus made. Praise those children. Praise their lives. Yeah, religion is crazy when it comes to people that are obsessed with it, just like to the point of like, holy shit, calm your ass down.
Like I get if it makes you a better person, that's fine. You don't need to preach or I think I told you about that guy who's like standing on top of the freeways, like waving to people and shit. He used to be a stripper. I tell you that?
I
no.
think so.
I
He's
have
around
no
Sacramento.
recollection of this.
He just has like John 3:16 like scribbled on his shirt, and like before
Steve
and after
Austin.
work, he just like waves to people from the overpass. And I'll always like flash my high beams at him, and he waves to me, and I'm like, oh, that's a nice guy. But they did an interview with him, and he used to be a male stripper, and he was like, "Yeah, I used to have some dark days, and like, I'm not trying to convert anyone. I'm just trying to like bring joy to everyone, or like bring, I don't know, like even though his shirt says John 3:16, like I don't feel like that pressure to follow him or anything like that. But it's just a nice guy who went through some dark shit
I feel
as a
like
male
religion,
stripper. Like I
yeah.
just can't imagine.
I feel like religion
Being a
can
male
be a great
stripper,
light for
or
people.
Well, all the dark shit that'll come with being a male stripper. Like, okay,
Yeah, it's just the fundamentalist thing is crazy. It really is crazy. And everything, and they try to tie everything to the Bible. And I mean everything. Like, even though they'll take today's news and they'll correlate it to I'm like, what are you doing? That no. And oh yeah, it does mean that. Oh, this is the end of the world. You see what happened in Japan with the earthquake? Oh, it's the Bible says it. Look on page this, that. Mark says this. You're like, oh my God. You
I
think
have
that
a
has to do with
cousin.
like Ukraine? Yes, it does. Like, oh fuck. Like,
I have a cousin who regularly posts like everyday things and is like, this is a sign of Satan taking over your children and that the end is coming and you better get yourself right with Jesus. And I'm just like, how do I talk to this person?
you don't.
don't.
I have nothing.
No.
I can't say anything to this person other than, hi, your casserole is great. It's great to see you. Okay,
Yeah.
bye. Like that's
You
literally all I can say to that
tell her
person.
casserole
yeah,
tastes like shit.
you were eating Jesus.
Yeah, you're
Like,
eating
what?
Jesus.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
That's what the
Hey,
10 bucks got me.
Catholics do it every fucking Sunday. They eat
Slow
Jesus.
down.
That is
This is
true
true.
too. That is true. That is very true.
I have friends
Uh,
that'll post like astrological shit, like, oh, today for Scorpios, this and that, and like
That kind of
that's
shit is like
That's
even
also
it's
no.
even
Mm-mm.
stupider.
yeah,
That
like,
shit's even
well,
It's
dumber.
all fucking stupid.
But the
like you
side
know
thing,
me. I mean,
the,
I'm an Aries. Like
yeah,
that's
the
why I
side thing
slapped
is like
her. Like
when someone go, hey, what are you? I'm like, a Leo. I knew it.
I
I knew because
fucking
the
knew.
way
I
you
fucking knew
are,
you
I fucking knew
Leos.
you were a Leo because you Leos, and they'll break it all down. I'm like, dude, come on, man. Like,
I'm always like,
I'm
uh-huh.
I'm on Ozempic right now. I'm probably suicidal. I don't want to talk to you. Like, I'm just
Don't
trying to
tell
bring
me I
you
look
joy.
sickly. Don't tell me I look sickly.
Yeah,
That's
you
all. That's the
look
only
sexy
thing
and
that I'm.
sickly.
That's probably the worst thing to call somebody when like they're losing weight, they're making progress. Are you okay? Did
you
you
got cancer?
got a tapeworm?
Yeah, my buddy used
You
to
been
say
to
that.
Mexico?
Yeah, my buddy used to go when I would like only eat like once or twice a day or whatever because of work. He'd be like, "Dude, your face looks really thin. Yeah, you sick?" I'm like, "I haven't been eating much." He's like, "Oh, okay, okay." And I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, that's all it is. Like, it's a good thing. What are you talking about? I look fucking awesome." Like,
I had a
yeah,
coworker who dropped a ton of weight but didn't replace his clothes. And it made
I
him
like
look
this guy.
very sickly. And I was genuinely worried about him for a while,
Mhm.
but he was fine. He just lost a bunch of weight. Like it was an intentional
He
effort,
didn't
but
want
he
to
would
buy new
wear
clothes.
these suits that were huge and like his collar on his dress shirt was like 3 sizes too big.
Do you know him still? Like, you actually couldn't get a hold of him if you wanted to?
Yeah, I could.
Okay, tell him you know now. You can fix all that.
I
There you
think he
go.
probably got rid of those clothes.
I just want to throw it out there.
You need those pants hemmed? Send them over.
I could take, remember that big ass collar you used to wear? And you know what he's gonna say? Wait, you used to make fun of me when I was wearing my big No, 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 no. I can fix it. I can fix it. You don't listen to podcasts, do you?
but
Yeah.
like it's using the old ways, so it's gonna like start off
That's
as a
right.
business suit, but it's gonna look like a fucking somebody on the Mayflowers type of
And he
shirt.
doesn't want to get rid of it because
The
he knows
puffy
the bounce
shirt.
back. The bounce back can happen. You know, he can go right back to his old ways.
It's
He's
a
so
yo-yo
non.
suit.
You know what happens? People lose weight, and then 2 years later, like, oh man, you gain it all back. It was fun being skinny for that moment.
For a while.
Yeah, it was fun. Carlos and I know somebody that literally lost so much weight. She lost a ton of weight. She looked like she was 18 again, like what we remember as growing up. And she was a personal like life coach for weight loss. And then she broke her ankle and gained 200 pounds back and said, "Fuck that life coach shit. I like donuts."
Oh, I feel so sorry for her.
I was
That
like, "There you
sucks.
go, there you go." And literally, no joke, when she broke her ankle because she used to run every day, it killed all motivation, all of
I
it.
can imagine. That's
And
rough.
when her ankle got better, she was like, "Fuck new shoes, running on pavement. Only place I'm gonna drive to is fucking Krispy Kreme drive-through. Like that's my life now." Like,
They
so
say
yeah.
that losing weight is the easy part and keeping it off is the hard part. I've never experienced that, but for other people, it's what they say.
It is hard. It is. Most people that lose weight, they're gonna gain a decent portion back. So
I did, but it was over like a period of 10 years because I used to be really big,
okay.
much bigger than I am now.
Oh,
Like 40 pounds, 40 pounds bigger than I am now. And that was 10 years ago.
Congratulations.
Well, I'm creeping back up and I'm like, fucking hell no.
Ozempic. All
Ozempic.
right. Well, yeah, Ozempic. That's all we got. We're like sponsored by them now. Ozempic. Ozempic. There's like 3 other companies that do the same thing, but one's called Row,
I haven't
and
heard of
one's
that
called
one.
like Wabasabi.
But
or
that
something.
suggests
Wegovy.
like exercising, so they're not going to make much money.
Which one?
Well, I think they all
Row.
suggest some type of
I haven't heard of
exercise,
Row.
right?
No, just
All
the
of
name.
them do.
Just the name. Like I ain't
Oh, because
Oh.
it's called Row.
Rowing. Got it.
yeah.
Got it.
Not popular. Don't want it.
Yeah, I don't want that one. So if one was called Run or Fast, I don't want that one. No, I don't want nothing to do with this.
Bookie, I'm curious. Like, if you get started on it, I want to see what kind of side effects you get.
I'm gonna. I
Just
mean,
the side
we'll see.
effects. We
I
don't
got
fucking
the
care about your weight
appointment.
loss.
No,
Well, I
I'm
mean,
gonna give you
obviously
guys
it's
a
gonna work.
I thought you were a better person,
it doesn't
Johnny.
Necessarily, it doesn't for everybody. I'm gonna give you a running tally on how it's going. Appointments next Monday. I'll let you know. I imagine it'll be a few weeks at least. Because if the insurance won't cover it, we have to find out if insurance covers. If insurance covers it, if they don't cover it, I've got a backup plan about how I can get the compounded stuff. And so we'll go along my journey.
Did you guys catch the key word in there? She said how it's running, so I don't think it's gonna go well. So we were.
I don't run. I don't
exactly.
fucking run.
Exactly. Yeah. Well. All right. Well, there you go. That's pretty much what we got. Unless anybody else got anything else. Dream Scenario. You guys didn't watch Dream Scenario? Carlos and I did. We'll talk about it real quick. Dream Scenario starring Nicolas Cage. It's a good movie until like the last 15 minutes. It really is. Really good until like, ending is whatever. Movie's about Nick Cage is a college professor that all of a sudden he appears in your dreams. He does nothing in your dreams. He just stands off to the side. But he appears there. Even if something is happening to you, he doesn't help you, doesn't do anything. He's just there. And he's in everyone's dreams. And everybody seems to notice it. Everybody kind of brings it up. Then he becomes very popular for it. But then what happens is he starts murdering everyone in their dreams. And then people start blaming him as if he's doing it on purpose. Like he controls your dreams.
Of him.
Yeah, and they're terrified of him now. And so now he has to go into hiding and he loses his job and all this crazy shit. His wife leaves him. All this crazy shit happens because something he had nothing to do with. Then a company comes along, controls these bracelets that you can actually control other people's dreams. You can go into people's dreams. The bracelet thing was dumb. Like I said, the last 15 minutes in the movie is not good. It's just not good because it's this stupid like social media dreaming. It was so dumb. But outside the last 15 minutes, the movie's pretty good. I just felt like it didn't have a real ending whatsoever. That was the only downside. It didn't really have anything good at the end.
I like this movie a lot. It's like social commentary. It's a man who has to apologize for something he hasn't done, or else he'll get canceled. So people are telling him to apologize. He tries to apologize, and then he's looked at like it was self-serving, like he was doing it for himself. It was ridiculous. No matter what he did, he could never win, even though he did nothing wrong. That's just today's society, just how it is. So if you want to see a really good movie, did you notice that is when something somewhat traumatic in his life is when the dreams changed for people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that one girl's the only girl that I ever brought up that was having sexual dreams about him. So he almost cheated on his wife. And then when he got back to his hotel room, because it didn't happen, he couldn't sleep. But he couldn't sleep because of the embarrassing moment that happened. And that's when the dreams changed. People started dreaming of him killing them. And then the other traumatic moment was when he supposedly attacked that teacher at his daughter's school. And after that happened,
that's right.
Dreams just stopped.
That's right.
It seems like whenever something traumatic happens to him, the dreams changed and then they stopped.
Yeah. It was, again, man, his acting is great. I mean, it's like top tier Nicolas Cage acting. But like I said, the last 15 minutes kind of whatever, but the movie's good. It gets you. You wonder why it's happening. You don't really find out why anything of this is happening. And it's like Carlos said, it's social commentary on, you can be blamed for something you have no control over. And in the end, you can be just completely, canceled and abolished from society, even though you had nothing to do with something. So, but I give it a 3.5 out of 5. That's what dream scenario, Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, I gotta agree. The ending wasn't strong, so yeah, I'd go 3.5 as well. But Nicolas Cage, man, that guy, he doesn't disappoint in this one. Man, this guy can act.
There you go. That's all we got for you. Laura, anything else? World War II, anything? No? Nothing? You good?
No.
I mean,
I'm
tell
good.
people to watch it. No?
I'm watching it. It's good.
What are you watching though? What's it
The
called?
the World War II from the front lines.
There you go.
New documentary on Netflix. It is colorized archival footage, which is not revolutionary. We've seen it before. Um, if
It's
you
well
really
done
want to
though.
go, it is very, very well done. But if you want to go a deep dive onto Netflix, and I think it's still on there, is World War II in color,
Yeah, it's
which
still
is like
there.
a 10-part series. Ooh, you want to know what you missed with this one? You watch that one. That one
Mm.
is like the most comprehensive overview of the war that I've seen in
Do the Nazis still
document.
kill people in that one?
They certainly do.
Okay,
Yes.
so you're not missing much. Johnny, how about yourself? Anything left?
I can't follow that really. With your Nazi
Damn it.
comments, I'm like, Nazi bad. There. That's what I got. I mean, you know me, I'm an Aries, so
You dumb fucks. Carlos, he's talking to his assistant. Anything left?
No, I got nothing. I tried watching the Netflix doc on World War II, but it was kind of disturbing. It's
Really?
so yeah, so I'm watching it. I'm watching it, but it's disturbing.
What part was it? Oh, because was the part where they're freaking measuring all their captors and they're like doing all the color matching with their eyes, and that's so like
That was
crazy. I'm
so weird, man.
like, what the hell are they trying to achieve?
And when they took
Laura
all the
knows.
I know exactly what they were trying to achieve. They had all these doctors. They're trying to quote perfect the human race, and so everything has to be categorized. Everything has to be, um, graded. And they had I mean, a very efficient system. I'm sure they thought for what that meant, and so tons of metrics. The part that was also really disturbing was the Polish children. So they took Polish children who had blonde hair, blue eyes, like looked like the Aryan perfection, took them away from their parents and brought them to Germany and raised them as the Hitler Youth. That was very disturbing to me. And that, you know, the atrocities that Nazi Germany uh perpetrated go beyond just the Holocaust. The Holocaust was really fucking bad, don't get me wrong, but there's so much more shit
Oh,
in
it's
there
crazy. It's all
that will blow your mind.
Like the
yeah. I
part
mean,
where they shot that one Nazi soldier, the Polish resistance,
shot him in the face. Yeah, killed
shot
him.
him, and then the next day they shot 20 women and children on the exact same spot.
I
Yeah,
cried. I
they made
cried.
a point. Yeah, they're like, we're
Yeah,
making a fucking point, and I was like, God
That happened
damn.
all throughout occupied Europe, and I cried like looking at that man, because each interviewee that they do, he had like they have a very silent, still moment where they're just kind of sitting there, not talking, and I started crying for him. I'm like, I can't imagine living with that
It's
on
crazy.
my
It's
on my
crazy.
soul for the rest of my life.
So if you are a World War II buff or you like history, check out both those documentaries on World War II. One called World War II in color, and the other one called, I forgot. Laura, what's it called again? The new one?
World War II from the front lines.
From the front lines. We'll have to talk about it when we all catch up on it.
that one's
But
also in color. They colorized the
Mm-hmm.
footage.
Mm-hmm.
yes,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and it looks good. Looks good.
hey, Bucky, have you heard of Nicholas Winton?
No, I don't know that name.
He's a British guy who like saved like hundreds of kids, like over 600 kids from Nazi Germany, and like found them all families and homes and
Oh, that's
uh
awesome.
yeah, YouTube them. Nicholas Winton. There's a great scene where like they invite him to this auditorium for something, and then it's just filled with all the kids that he saved.
Oh, that's
So
cool.
That's gonna make me
You tell me
cry.
they haven't made a movie of this yet?
I'm sure they have.
Oh yeah. You better
I just
look it
haven't
up.
seen it. I mean, if it
Sound of
doesn't
Freedom.
star Nicolas Cage,
Oh.
I'm not watching that shit.
Well, you don't watch any of Nicolas Cage movies. You didn't watch fucking Dream Scenario.
Hey, I watched fucking Jujitsu or whatever. that
Oh my
garbage
god,
is.
that's really bad.
Oh, I haven't forgiven
No,
him
you
yet.
didn't.
That's really
Oh,
bad.
man.
Oh man,
I
that's
watched
a
that
hard,
shit from beginning to end.
a hard watch.
Oof, hard
Hard
watch.
watch. That's
Hard
Test
watch.
it tests my loyalty to Nicolas
yeah,
Cage for sure.
yeah. That's horrible. All right, well that's our show, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to Nerds Talking, the podcast. Nobody seems to have anything else. So Carlos, how about is there a podcast you want to promote from Australia that came out? Australia.
Lafayette and I were on Pod Culture Oz, their year-end review episode, which is out now. We joined the cast of Philippa, Nick, and Dave. Check it out. Available now.
There you go. Pop Culture Oz. Check it
Pod
out.
Culture Oz. Lafayette
Pod.
always seems to
I say
ruin that
pop. I say
title.
Pop Culture Oz. It's because I think of pop
Pod
culture, but it's
Culture.
pod. Everything's backwards in Australia, upside down, whatever you want to say. Anyway, for Johnny,
See ya.
for Laura,
Goodbye.
for Carlos,
Bye-bye.
and I'm Lafayette. Catch you next time on Nerds Talking the Podcast. Have yourself a fantastic day.